when you have one product with someone or two products with someone versus three or four, how long is that person going to stay, and how has that shifted over the?
Well, I think the danger is there is a trend to those numbers trending down. I mean, there's really good data that shows, like a single line household doesn't stay all that long, and sometimes they leave in 6 months, whereas maybe a 4-line household, an auto, a home, a life, and a health might stay for 18 years. But I think those numbers are trending down because of a couple of things. One, I think the insurance companies have commoditized their own products. They've made it about price and discounts.
Right.
They may have even discounted the role of the agent or the agency. I'm not 100% bought in that, the millennials don't want a relationship. I think they want to know that they're actually working with someone who cares about them and who's knowledgeable and skilled. And I see in a lot of other examples where they do want a relationship. I think it's incumbent upon the agency to make themselves relationship worthy.
Right.
We've all heard, if you sell on price, you die on price. So, are you relationship worthy? Are you introduction worthy? Are you the kind of agency that people are going to talk about and want to introduce the people that they know, like, and love to you? Or are you just a place for, this week's cheap auto insurance because, the rates came down this month?
Right.
And so I do know this. I did some math once, and we used a spreadsheet. I'm not a spreadsheet guy, but I know people who are. And so I had them put some numbers together, and this was for a major property insurance carrier. And they took 50 single line auto. And they said, what was the premium for that? What was the household tenure? How long would they stay? And what would the agent commissions be over the time period that they would stay? And they started adding in the second line and the third line and the fourth line. And the third and fourth line were not very high premium. They were like low premium lines, really small.
Yeah.
But now you added the additional lines, you added the additional income, and you added the additional time. And what was really interesting was that the 50 single line autos in the examples we did were worth about $300,000 of cumulative commissions to the agency. The 4-line households, because of their increased tenure and that little bit of increased money you got, but over a much longer time period, were worth $1.3 million, meaning another $1 million of revenue.
That's wild.
Over and above the base 300,000. Well, to me, that is a very significant issue in terms of the value, the economic value of a multi-line household over the time that you can keep them. And I don't think agents put enough effort into all the different things related to retention. And I think it's everything. I think the retention of a multi-line household should be mission number one.
I agree.
Maybe the acquisition and then the retention of it. And I'm not just talking about product. I'm talking about what else do you do in terms of value added to that client? Are you doing workshops and seminars? Are you doing client appreciation events? Are you doing a newsletter? Are you inviting them in for true reviews, not just, transactional things? And I think there's so much agents can do. But when you look at a 15, 20, 25-year career, and I was only talking about 50 households worth another $1 million. Well, how big is your book? What percentage of your book is 1 and 2 line versus 3 and 4 line? How long? To me, it's millions and millions and millions of dollars of additional revenue related to the issue that you raised. So I think it's hugely important. I don't think it's a millennial versus Gen X versus baby boomer issue. I think it's a relationship establish and maintenance issue.